A Coronation Street wedding is set to bring a major change for Carla and Lisa. Introducing the Connor-Swains. Coronation Street actress Vicki Myers has confirmed that Lisa and Carla will officially take the name Connor-Swain following their upcoming marriage. The much-loved couple are finally tying the knot next week, overcoming a last-minute setback that nearly ruins their special day. In next week's episodes, flooding in the function room at the Chariot Square Hotel forces Lisa and Carla to initially delay their long-awaited wedding. However, on the day they were meant to marry, Lisa comes up with a heartfelt surprise for Carla. She takes her to the hotel and reveals an intimate setting where they can exchange vows in a simpler, more personal ceremony than originally planned. Vicki shared, "It's amazing that this storyline is shown worldwide and people can watch it every night, 5 times a week. It's truly incredible. I feel incredibly proud of the show and honored to play Lisa Swain, or Connor-Swain." When asked if the surname change will appear in the show and credits, Vicki confirmed, "Yes, Carla Connor-Swain and Lisa Connor-Swain. It's fantastic, especially considering everything they've been through to get here." Lisa and Carla say their vows surrounded by close supporters including Betsy Swain, Ryan Connor, and Roy Cropper. After the ceremony, Carla is tricked into going to Underworld after being told there's an alarm issue. Once she arrives, she discovers her surprise wedding reception with friends and family gathered to celebrate. Vicki added, "Weddings on Coronation Street are always a big deal. For this one to happen during Lesbian Visibility Week and to go smoothly is something really special. It feels historic and means so much. I'm proud of the show for telling this story. Seeing 2 women deeply in love getting married is powerful, and it's wonderful for viewers to witness." The wedding episode is written by Damon Alexis Rochefort and is scheduled to air on Thursday, 23rd of April. When asked if the cast contributed ideas to the episode, Vicki explained, "No, not at all. That's the writer's job. Damon worked from his own brief and vision." Coronation Street spoilers reveal Todd's escape, Megan's downfall, and Jodie left shaken by a mysterious arrival. Carl Webster is also set to land in hospital in next week's episodes of the ITV soap. As a dramatic week unfolds in Coronation Street, danger intensifies with a potential murder on the horizon, while several of Weatherfield's villains begin to face their downfall. Focusing first on Carl Webster, after witnessing Theo Silverton confront Gary Windis and seeing Gary refuse to take the bait, Carl decides to provoke Theo in an attempt to have him arrested for assault. Theo storms into the Rovers with Carl chasing behind him, but when Gemma Winter-Brown refuses to serve him and Eva Price confirms he's banned, an enraged Theo storms out, followed closely by Carl. Outside, Carl deliberately tries to antagonize Theo, hoping to spark a fight that could lead to his arrest. But will his plan work? The next morning, Debbie Webster receives a phone call during breakfast informing her that Carl has been taken to hospital. But what exactly has happened? Meanwhile, Abby Webster visits the shop with troubling news about Carl that leaves Summer Spellman deeply shaken. Later, Ronnie Bailey is stunned to learn that Carl is attempting to blackmail Debbie into handing over the hotel, urging her not to give in. Showing his arrogance, Carl turns up at the hotel, pours himself a drink, and when Ryan Connor challenges him, Carl smugly fires him and claims ownership of the hotel. After being called over by Debbie, Carl arrives at the flat where she firmly tells him he won't be getting the hotel. Instead, she offers him money and makes it clear she never wants to see him again. But how will Carl respond? Following her clash with Carla at the hotel, a stressed Debbie tells Ryan that the function room has flooded, leaving her no choice but to cancel the wedding of Carla Connor and Lisa Swain. Ryan then delivers the disappointing news to the couple that their big day is off. Later, Carl meets Debbie again at the hotel where she hands him an envelope filled with cash and repeats that she wants nothing more to do with him. Elsewhere, DC Kit Green arrives at the Rovers to inform Ben Driscoll, Eva, and Maggie Driscoll that the CPS has dropped the case against Megan Walsh due to insufficient evidence. Soon after, Will Driscoll meets Megan and shares the news that she's no longer under investigation, revealing that she has already booked their trip to Paris. A delighted Will responds by giving her a guidebook. Later at the Rovers, Ollie Driscoll expresses anger toward Ben for failing to protect Will from Megan. Determined to take matters into their own hands, Maggie encourages Eva to confront Megan and force a confession before Ben does something he might regret. How will Ben react when he learns of this plan? Acting on advice from Leanne Battersby, Eva searches Will's room and discovers a burner phone with only one saved contact. Leanne then suggests Eva send a message pretending to be Will in order to arrange a meeting. It seems their plan works, as Eva, Leanne, and Toya soon head off to meet Megan, confronting her about the burner phone. However, when tensions rise into a physical struggle, the women leave Megan lying on the pavement. Back at the pub, Eva explains to Leanne and Toya that she secretly placed a tracking device inside Megan's bag. Meanwhile, Maggie encounters Will's mother, Melanie, at the bistro, where Melanie angrily blames her for failing to protect Will and allowing him to fall victim to grooming. Melanie tells Will that Ollie was the one who contacted her, and shortly afterward, Maggie returns to the pub with Melanie. At the same time in the bistro, Eva reveals to Leanne and Toya that Megan confessed to sleeping with Will. Elsewhere on the cobbles, after his confrontation with Carl, Theo aggressively confronts Summer and chillingly tells her that her guardian, Billy Mayhew, pleaded for his help after becoming trapped in a minibus during the devastating multi-vehicle crash earlier in the year. Later at the shop, Summer opens up emotionally to George Shuttleworth, recounting the disturbing things Theo said. Enraged, George confronts Theo and warns him that if he goes near Todd or Summer again, he won't be able to control his reaction. The next day, Theo emerges from his van in poor condition just as his son Miles approaches, shocked by his appearance. As Carl arrives nearby, he overhears Theo pleading with Miles to talk to his mother about reuniting as a family, and Carl sees an opportunity to use this to his advantage. Meanwhile, Kit reassures Todd that he will do everything he can to keep him safe from Theo. Later, at number 11, Todd tells George he has arranged a trip to Thailand to visit his mother Eileen and brother Jason. But as Todd goes to bed, Theo is seen watching him through the bedroom window. The following day, Todd goes to the shop flat to collect the rest of his belongings before leaving for Thailand. Finally, Jodie Ramsey is left shaken after discovering a flyer in the Post promoting a haulage company called Haul North. But what significance does it hold for her? Later at number 6, a nervous Jodie introduces Olivia to her sister Shona Platt, explaining that she used to work as Olivia's nanny. It isn't long before Shona insists that Olivia stay for tea.